Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It is the Woody Show. Phones are open at 877-44-WOODY. Anything you want to be a part of, contest, topic, whatever it might be. 877-44-WOODY. Or send us a text. Check in with us. You can do that, sending your text over to 22987.
I fired it without clenching my butt. All of a sudden turned into a turd. Whoops.
The Woody Show.
Well, today is the 10,000th episode of The Price is Right.
Wow.
And over the years, 75,000 people have been called to come on down. And the contestants have walked away with more than $300 million in cash and prizes.
Including Seabass.
Yep.
Well, Seabass won a trip to Cleveland
Lucky.
when he was on The Price is Right.
Estimated retail value $7,000? I don't think so.
$7,000.
Not all.
Are they going to fly you there privately?
Right.
Am I leaving?
While
Forever?
giving you a mouth party.
Yeah. So anyway, for today, they're giving away $90,000 in cash and prizes on today's episode alone. So there you go, Greg. I know you hate Drew Carey, but
Well, he's a wonderful, nice, polite man. Terrible game show host.
yeah,
You
so,
think you don't like his energy?
so we're gonna play
Yeah.
Pinko, and you got a chance to win $1 million. Yeah, so,
But Greg, he's so sexy.
And then when they do win $1 million, what does he say?
you won $1 million. I don't know what you're gonna do with that, but hey, congratulations, Drew Carey.
And get your pet spayed and neutered.
Get your pay. Yeah, thank you to Bob Barker.
The whole format
greatest
is weird
gig ever.
now.
Yeah.
It's all weird.
Yeah, but you do love you some game shows.
I do.
Yeah. The weirdest thing I find out that I find about Drew Carey is that he's way into EDM music. Him
He is?
and the announcer guy. Yeah, because I went to a taping and during the commercial break, they just started talking about going to EDC, the music festival, and like how much fun they had. And they started talking about different electronic artists and stuff like that. And I go,
Yeah.
you guys just, I don't know, fit the vibe of loving
But you can see him like
electronic
dropping
music.
X and then
Yeah.
getting all like
totally.
horny.
Yeah.
But I remember
Dude, why can't Drew do that?
I remember we had a listener that called in and said that they partied with him at EDC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one time.
Lucky.
I wonder how excited he was.
Yeah.
He's pumped up.
Here we are in ADC.
Trending news headlines, Gregory.
Well, yesterday, a Southwest Airlines flight had to abort the landing to avoid colliding with a private jet in Chicago. We have some audio of the very calm interaction between the pilot and the air traffic controller.
Yeah, they were very calm, and they were trying to figure out. Like at the end, he goes, "Hey guys," the pilot's like, "Hey, what happened there?" Listen to this.
Southwest 2504 going around. 2504, roger, that's maintain 3000. Sorry, Southwest 2504, how'd that happen?
How'd that happen?
Yeah, what is going on?
Yeah, well, clearly somebody didn't follow. Either the air traffic controller messed up, or the private jet
private
pilot
jet.
messed up.
I don't
Because
see
this
how
guy,
that's
the
possible.
Southwest flight, from all the audio that they've heard so far, was following
Yeah.
exactly what they were told.
And he was just about to touch the ground. That was crazy.
Yeah,
God
the
forbid we have self-flying planes, right, Menace?
I know.
well, they pretty much do. I just
I was
watched a
gonna say, I
really
think they
cool.
are.
I just watched a really cool video of a Boeing 777. Those things are massive,
Huge.
and it did an auto landing in India, zero visibility. Like this thing was like
Whoa.
on the runway before you saw anything, and the pilots were just sitting there monitoring and everything else. But like the plane just completely landed itself. It was awesome.
Yeah, we are about to land
Yeah.
here in India.
Yeah.
I'm going to land in India.
Woody,
Look how
our,
good this plane is.
Woody, our aviation expert, I do have a question. Okay, so, really into those parachute planes, right? So there's two different versions.
You are, yeah.
The-
Cirrus.
Yeah, so there's the prop version and then there's the jet version,
Yeah,
right?
the Vision Jet.
Yeah, I just started looking them up because there was like this ranch that you can land next to and buy some steaks. I'm like, oh, that was
Wow.
really pretty cool.
If only the grocery store had steaks. You don't have to fly to get steaks.
It would be pretty cool to land your plane at this ranch. But anyway,
It'd
so
be pretty cool to have a plane.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the plane, and I mean, just looking at the interface of like so many different, gadgets and different things that you have to do to fly it versus just hitting a button and fly it for yourself. Could you just let's say I wanted to buy the parachute plane. Can I just learn on that plane, or do I have to fly all the other little planes first and then get to that plane?
Well, it depends. Like you can't just get that Vision Jet. You have to go to their training center
Yeah.
and take a bunch of classes there and get certified through them for that.
But could I just go to the Vision Jet, you think? Or do
No,
I
that's
have
what I'm
to
saying.
do the little Buddy Holly planes first?
No, you can't. You can't just. That's what I'm saying. You can't go the Vision Jet. just right away. Like you have to like get your pilot's license, right? And then you have to go to their training facility, get licensed through them for the Vision Jet. They do a whole bunch of stuff. It's crazy. Like they just don't give you the Vision Jet.
No, I understand.
They won't just sell you. You have to go through their program in order so you can fly it.
Do you hear what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
What is he asking?
Can you don't know how to fly, but you want this? It's called a Vision Jet.
Yeah.
Can you just go straight to the Vision Jet, learn on the Vision Jet, and only know how to fly the Vision Jet, or do you have to start in the piddly little two-seater?
No, because you have to get your basic pilot's license first, understand all those things, and then you can work up to instrumentation. You work up to the different, there's different levels.
Sounds like a giant hassle.
The real question is, when's Woody starting?
When am I starting everything that I think about?
When are you getting that smoker?
Yeah, when am I getting the smoker?
Start small.
Smoker's been 8 years.
Get the smoker.
There's so many things I go, I'm going to do that, and then
the easiest, most
never
attainable
do it.
thing.
Right.
No, I know.
The smoker.
Yeah.
3 minutes it is coming.
Yeah, you really can't. But here's the thing: you really can learn. I mean, I guess you could, but I don't know people who are just giving lessons in a Vision Jet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know where you'd find that. You can find any local airport
because
and learn.
they do have. Again, they have the prop version of it.
Yeah.
Like, can I at least?
But that's just the prop version. That's it's just another Cirrus.
Yeah.
That's not a jet.
Can I go there? Can I go there? Yeah, facility and be like, okay, I want to learn on this prop plane.
Well, that's pretty similar to the other ones that you would learn on. Okay. They do have because that's the thing. Those planes are kind of nice. They have the and true pilots like more the Boeing style of cockpit and the way that those things operate compared to the Airbus version of cockpits, which the Cirrus jets or the Cirrus planes even have like the Airbus instrumentation stuff.
All right.
I think Menace is asking the wrong question. He's concerned about the stupid parachute, which makes no difference if you're crossing the wrong runway and a Southwest jet comes on the side of you.
True.
Your parachute will do no good.
I want to at least have a parachute.
Yeah, well, okay. So
just to know it's there.
Then the other thing is kind of cool is that the Vision Jet, the Cirrus Vision Jet, has a button. Like, let's say that you and I were flying. I was the pilot. I become incapacitated because I finally had that heart attack, which will eventually kill me.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my God, I haven't taken my Cirrus Jet classes yet.
Yeah.
There's a button, like an OnStar button, that you hit, and the plane by itself will find and land itself at the closest airport.
Why can't I just do that all the time?
Right, just don't learn. Just hit that button.
Easy.
For when I want to take off and
That's
when I
called
want to
buying
land.
your own plane, and you would have a pilot that you would have to.
Emergency auto land is what they call it.
Yeah, it's cool.
I would just use that button.
I've seen videos of it. It's really cool.
All the time.
But I mean, who am I kidding? The prop version is like $1 million, and what is the jet version? That's like
but around at $3 million.
damn.
Get a timeshare.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Just, do that. Speaking of flying, married couple forced to sit next to a dead woman's body for 4 hours. This was on a flight from Australia to Qatar. And they were about 10 hours into the flight when a woman left the restroom and then just collapsed and died right in front of this couple.
Oh, no.
And then the flight crew put the woman's dead body in an empty seat next to that couple for the rest of the flight. And they say the flight crew wouldn't let them switch seats. They even asked them to remain seated as medical staff addressed the body once the plane had already landed. And the couple says they were not offered any support by the airline after the fact.
I would say when
What do you do?
whatever, when we're flying,
Can you put it in the bathroom or something?
right, yeah, or in the morgue. But when we land, you're going to make me sit here? No, you're not.
Yeah.
Well,
the
you're going to
second we
climb
land,
over
I'm
a
out.
dead body?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Just scoot right past
What are
it.
you going to do? Move it?
Yeah.
To the
I'm
window
gonna
seat?
Step over it. Absolutely.
Wait, does it dump like right away? The
Yeah,
body?
that's the old South Park question.
Oh, they say like when someone dies, they poop.
Well, I guess you put your hand down the back of your
Maybe.
pants and
But
find out.
if they're in the air, maybe not.
Oh, yeah,
Who
pressure.
knows?
Yeah.
Compression.
We don't know.
Who knows? That would be the least of my concern. I got a dead body right next to me.
Exactly. I'm not worried about the gases and the poop just yet.
Yeah,
You know, Ukraine's President Zelensky is supposed to be coming here to Washington, D.C. in a few days. We've nailed down the terms on a deal with Ukraine over natural resources and reconstruction. Negotiations have been going on for days over a deal that could give us access to Ukraine's rare earth minerals as part of this wider negotiation to end the Russian invasion, as well as U.S. involvement in a reconstruction fund for Ukraine. Don't know the terms of the agreement yet, but a Ukrainian official said the terms were agreed after everything unacceptable was taken out, and it's now more clearly spelled out as to how this agreement will contribute to Ukraine's security and peace. Hopefully, we're headed in that direction. This is freaky. Unknown illness has killed more than 50 people over the past 5 weeks in northwestern Congo, and the symptoms include fever, vomiting, and internal bleeding, and people have died within 48 hours.
Oh my God!
of
Lock
getting
everything
sick.
down.
Yeah,
Lock it all down. Keep the kids home from school.
Yeah,
let's get prepared, guys.
Well, they're not saying this is airborne. I mean, they don't know what it
Sammy,
is,
well,
right?
Don't have sex with anybody.
Fake news. That's misinformation.
They say they don't know what it is. These hemorrhagic fever symptoms are usually linked to known deadly viruses
had
like
Ebola in
or dengue or Marburg.
15-foot spacing between all people. Masks.
15. Yeah, I would say 15
feet.
miles.
3
Well, the good news
from
is
the other one, but this is killing within 2 days. So let's lock it down.
But that's the problem. That's the good thing, actually. Something this deadly is not likely to spread.
Well, you don't know that, Seabass.
Because it kills people too quickly.
You're missing my point of lock it down.
I understand. It's very funny.
Oh, okay.
Right, like Ebola didn't really get out of the localized areas it was, besides that one nurse that brought it back over here. But even she wasn't shedding it off to people because
Yeah, because you're
Right.
Because it works so
dead.
fast.
either
Yeah.
dead or getting treated. Yeah.
So it's way better.
Yeah, well, Ebola, you had to touch feces and stuff. Or have sex.
Researchers say they've done dozens of tests and they ruled those out, so they don't know what this is.
Weird.
Now, does this sound like fake news? The outbreak, they say, started in the village of Boloko after 3 children ate a bat and died.
See?
Oh,
There you go.
Here we go. Back to the
Back
bats.
to the bats.
Back to the bats.
We
Yeah.
got AIDS.
Ah,
Yeah.
Having
back
sex
to the
with
bats.
bats.
It was all that
It
bat
was a
sex.
monkey bat.
Yeah.
I mean, look, what's the worst that can happen? Lock it all down.
Yeah. DoorDash has to pay out nearly $17 million in a settlement for stealing tips from their drivers. They did that between May of 2017 and September of 2019. DoorDash was misleading customers by pocketing tips intended for their drivers and adding the tip money to the driver's base pay instead of giving them the full tips that they had earned. So $17 million in a settlement for them. And then finally, spring break coming up, and the U.S. Embassy in Mexico is warning people about traveling to Mexico. Every year around this time, thousands of people from the U.S. travel to Mexico. So they're
I don't know. People are lame these days. I don't think they do that anymore.
Really? They're telling people to travel smart, be informed. They have certain states in Mexico on their do not travel list. So look it up before you choose where you're going to go. There's the usual violent crimes that can happen anywhere in Mexico, but they're saying
Or anywhere.
be especially aware in the downtown areas of any city that you visit.
Yeah, that's why I don't leave the resort.
I never leave the resort.
Yeah.
And also
Most 19-year-olds have that kind of money.
Also be on the lookout for unregulated alcohol. It could be contaminated. Some people have reported losing consciousness or getting injured after drinking it. But you're right, Woody. I've gone to resorts where people say, are we going to go on this downtown tonight for dinner? I said, nope, this is an all-inclusive resort. I'll be having dinner at the restaurant here.
But you don't have to leave the resort. It doesn't matter which one you go to. You don't have to leave the
I
resort.
fully agree with this, but again, a 19-year-old does not have money to pay for all-inclusive resort. I sure as hell do.
No, but even if you don't go to the all-inclusive, wherever you're staying, you don't have to leave there. You don't have to go into town.
Well, how am I going to meet hot chicks and hook up?
Well, they're probably at the resort.
Well, that's what's going on, Wood.
All right, thank you very much, Greg Gorey. More Woody Show's coming up. Hang on.
The Woody Show. Back in a few. Alt 98.7. LA's new alternative.
Are you a business?